She is the Director of Obstetrics and Gynecology at CK Birla Hospital. Beyond that, she's an influencer with almost 1 million followers across Instagram and YouTube.
And as an army officer myself, I used to wear that OG sari, olive green sari.
What is Maitri? What was the motivation?
And people will say कि चाय में काढ़ा बना के पी लो तो आपको पीरियड आ जाएगा. What rubbish is this?
Unhealthy lifestyle के कारण होता है या is it genetic?
1 in every 3 to 5 women is suffering from some kind of manifestations of PCOS.
Like ऐसे कौन से major supplements हैं जो women को लेने ही चाहिए?
So today we have a concept called NEPA.
On qualifications, she gets Olympic gold, nothing less.
Oh my God.
Good evening everyone, this is Balaji, CEO of GNC India. Thank you for making it to Living Well with Dr. Anjali Kumar. I'll start with a personal story about what happened to me in 2018, 2019 around. I was just out of college. I am Ahmedabad and I took a job at CK Birla Group in their Office of Growth and Strategy. I was an internal consultant and my second project was to work with this CEO called Akshat Seth. Akshat is a phenomenal guy. He is ex-AT Kearney. I am Calcutta, extremely senior, well-spoken, extremely articulate, and he's a CEO, like he made it in his life, right? And in my second day job, I was supposed to help them set up a hospital in Gurgaon, CK Birla Hospital for Women, then it was called. So second day job, they asked me, guys, or Bala, you need to write a small write-up on a doctor and give Akshat talking points. Okay, I'm getting to work with Akshat. Let me try doing this. I prepare that, I go to Akshat. Akshat meticulously reads everything and then starts rehearsing his lines with me. A CEO rehearsing his lines. He is rehearsing his lines to pitch the hospital, which is fairly new. I still believe CK Birla Hospital as the best mid-tier hospital in India at the moment. But he's still pitching a hospital to a doctor. And by the way, that write-up was on Dr. Anjali Kumar.
Oh my God, I did not know this. I have to tell now Akshat this.
No, you should check it with Abhishek.
God.
You should check it with Akshat.
Oh my God.
But that still doesn't justify the full story. Dr. Anjali Kumar comes with 33 years of phenomenal medical experience. She is the Director of Obstetrics and Gynecology at CK Birla Hospital. Beyond that, she's an influencer with almost 1 million followers across Instagram and YouTube. She's a published author. She wrote a book. Then she's also running a female women health wellness awareness initiative, Maitri. And if I have to go on, maybe the 1 hour won't be sufficient. On qualifications, she gets Olympic gold, nothing less.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Dr. Anjali. Thank you for making it.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I'll just start off with something which is extremely cliched. You're a doctor, you're a researcher, you're also a teacher, a yoga teacher at that. You're a successful mother, we'll talk about that. But what is the role that gives you the most happiness? Or is there something like that?
So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me and talking to all you lovely ladies and handsome men behind. I can see men only sitting behind. But thank you very much, GNC India, for inviting me and talking to people about some real stuff. So when people ask me what role, I tell them that why do I have to pick up one role? I'm happy doing everything together. And never ever, Bala, underestimate a woman. She is capable of much, much more, and she will do her best to be best at every role which she is given. Now, whether she's a professional like you or maybe I as a doctor, as a mother, as any other job she is given. So why do I have to choose? I know I'm a great doctor. I mean, this might sound as a very immodest thing. I'm now an entrepreneur. You may call me a medical influencer. You may call, of course, I'm a good mom. And So women can do a lot more than what men
No,
think.
absolutely.
So बाला तुम्हारी ragging हो जाएगी आज अच्छे से.
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं मैडम, मैं तो so even before I learned Hindi, for elocution competition or poetry competition, my mother taught me खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो, झांसी वाली रानी थी वो. So my learnings are all, at least on this side, I am on the feminist side of things.
No. I mean, and another thing which I would want to say is today, of course, women are capable of doing much more, but when you have a supporting men around you, then you can achieve much more. So we should never underestimate the contribution of Bala and the likes. And of course, I have been supported by the best of men in my family, my husband, my brother, my son. I've learned so much from him. And so thank you very much, all you guys, for being with us when we need you.
Thank you. So the one thing I want to ask is, you spent almost 8 to 9 years at Lady Hardinge Medical College. That's your
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
Any fond memories?
Yes, college is very special for everyone. I entered college when I was 17 years old, and I left Hardinge at 26 years of age. And I entered college when I was a young girl, and I mean, those times were very funny times. I used to be wearing a salwar kameez, do choti, bada chashma. So I come from a very simple middle class, rather a low middle class family, where we did not have anything fancy with us. But Lady Hardinge was a very nerdy college, so all we were supposed to do was study. But at the end of the college, I was a different person altogether. So yes, I enjoyed every bit of my college, and I did my MBBS and MD both. And it transformed me, made me a doctor, but it made me a very, very confident person, like, ready to face on the world.
Brilliant. And then you joined AMC, Army Medical Corps.
Yes. So during my college days, I met my husband, we started dating, then we got married, and then it's because my husband, he's an ex-army officer, he is an ex-NDA officer. So then I joined Army, and so we thought it would be nice if we work in the same organization. And I ended up working in Army for 5 years. So I was a major in Army, and for 5 years, after 5 years, I said, nahi, bahut ho gaya. I should now go to civil. Of course, I've spent all these years as an Army officer wife. And as an Army officer myself, I used to wear that OG sari, olive green sari, and it's wonderful. I mean, 4Gs are very, what do I say? They're very, very proud of their lineage. I mean, today, if somebody says, oh, I'm a Fauji, immediately you develop that connect, and we say, oh, you are a civilian, so it's like that.
Very nice. And your book, I Am Blessed.
Yeah.
What was the motivation and what was the message?
Yeah, so that book I wrote many, many years back. It's, I don't know if it is still existing somewhere on the internet. Now, of course, we are writing many more books. So probably next 1 year or so, you should see 2 more books coming of me. So I'm Blessed was my take on pregnancy. Nowadays, people think of pregnancy as something which is very difficult, or something which might come as a hindrance to your profession. But it's a very common thing when people get pregnant, they say, I'm blessed with a baby.
Yeah.
So when you take that entire pregnancy journey as something which you are blessed with, so that's how the title came. Of course, this was a book. It was a monologue by a pregnant lady, starting from her journey from the time when she's trying to conceive, and then finally when she has a baby. So since you reminded me, I must work on the, further editions of that book.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, it's a beautiful book. Very small book, but yes.
Maybe the energy from the crowd will motivate you.
Yes.
The next question is something I'd say. I think 2014 was when Sejal started out her influencer journey, and I would like, in my own personal experience, that was my first brush about seeing YouTube exploding in India. We used to write case studies on it, and one or two influencers standing out at that time was Prajakta Kohli, maybe a Bhuvan Bam, and then Sejal Kumar. By the way, guys, Dr. Anjali is the mother of Sejal Kumar. She has almost 10 million followers on YouTube and Instagram. And she's, at that moment, we used to call her OG influencer Rani. She started the lifestyle,
means?
original gangster.
Oh my God. I have to tell her this today.
We were fresh into corporate. Like, if you see, majority of the influencers at that time, they would post movie reviews, or they would do food blogging, or they would do some comic skits. Whereas Sejal would do lifestyle, like she would say how to apply kajal, or what kind of brand you should use, or how to prepare your closet, all those things. Were you always sure that she would be successful, or how was that initially?
So it's very strange. She is a very ambitious girl and very, very hardworking. And so I don't know if you guys know this. She was a nerdy girl. She topped her school to get in. She went to SRCC. To go to SRCC, you don't need those 98% types.
99.96 probably.
Yeah, no, but she got, I remember, 98.25%. So I know this. And then she landed up in SRCC. And after 1 year, she says, I don't want to do this. It was like, very shocking for us also. She says, I don't want to do CAT. I don't want to go for, the post-graduation. I want to do something in YouTube. And by that time, I did not even know that for a YouTube, you need to have a Gmail account. And how do you make a YouTube channel? And then very patiently, she made an Excel sheet and she explained it to me that this is how it is happening in US, and this is how I want to take it forward. And she told me, so the deal is, if after 1 year I don't make the same money as people get as a placement offer, then I'll do whatever you want me to do. And by 1 year, she was making much, much more than what anybody would get as a placement offer. And she made an entire strategy. And even today, she's being called to all, prestigious events. And then she worked with Michelle Obama and things like that. She's actually the ambassador for girl education rights in India.
Yeah.
So she chose a very, very unnatural path. And after that presentation, I did not have a single doubt in my mind. When people ask me, how did you agree to this? I said, no, there was no point of me agreeing. She's not my property. She, very nicely told me, and if I do not trust her, who else will trust her? And I told her, and I told my husband also, if she fails also, then what? So what?
Yeah.
After 2 years, she might do an MBA or whatever she wants to do. But I never, ever had a single iota of doubt. I'm saying this on record, that not even a single doubt in her capability. I don't know if you all know, she went to Miss India. She reached top 10 of Miss India. So a girl who can do this besides her academics, or any girl for that matter, somebody who's achieved or not achieved, as a parent, the least we can do for our children is to trust them wholeheartedly. And, that was the only thing which we did. And today, I'm very proud to be Sejal's mom. And I'm very, very proud of my son too. Not many people know this. My son, he's an investment banker. He works in US. He recently got married. He's a great guy. He's taught me so much. In fact, Maitri today is because of my children. Sejal was the one who actually told me to start this. My son Rohan, he's the one who makes all the pitches, who tells me, how to take Maitri as a business forward. So I'm very, very lucky. It's just that as anyone, or maybe especially as a parent, we need to be open towards what the other person is teaching, even if that person happens to be your child. So I learned a lot from both my children. And once again, I'm very, very proud to be their mom.
Shout out to Sejal and Rohan from the stage then.
Thank you.
The next one, you talked about Maitri now, so I'll just ask you about it. What is Maitri? What was the motivation? And how is it going?
So actually, it started as a selfish motive.
Yeah.
Selfish in the sense that as a doctor, I used to feel कि कैसे लोगों को ये इतनी simple सी बात पता नहीं है. And on the internet, you see all kind of people giving you advice when they're not even authorized to give the advice. And people would say, oh, I'm a fitness consultant, I'm a dietary specialist, I'm this specialist and that specialist. और जो actually में specialist है, वो तो बेचारा कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहा. Because उसके पास time ही नहीं है. So all this while, I used to see all this and I used to say, oh my God, what is that person saying? And people will say कि चाय में काढ़ा बना के पी लो तो आपको period आ जाएगा. What rubbish is this? I mean, how can somebody talk like this? And the someone who actually knows कि period आपको कैसे आएगा, उसके पास बताने के लिए time ही नहीं है. So COVID gave us little time. I was just sharing with Bala's story. I mean, one fine day, it was 29th of July, 2020. And we just recently made a LinkedIn post. So we were just sitting 10 o'clock in the night on a dining table. And my daughter tells me, Mama, why don't you talk to people about whatever, you should see, you should say. And I said, no, I mean, how can I speak in front of the camera? I mean, we are so comfortable in our OT scrubs and OTs. But camera ke samne, like, I don't think, मेरे से हो पाएगा. So she says, no, Mama, you will do a good job. I said, okay. Then that very night itself, we thought, okay, let's try. And my thought was, okay, let's make 3-4 videos and see how it goes. And you would not believe, within first 5 days, we had 25,000 subscribers on our channel. 5 days. Within 1 month, we had 40,000 people subscribing to us. Within 3 months, we had 1 million people. And today, we are close to 1 million. 1 lakh subscribers in 3 months. This means that people were just ready.
Yeah.
People wanted this information and they did not have, ways to find out this. And I literally spoke from my heart, literally like a doctor, like an elder, like a well-wisher. Any information which a woman must have. In fact, the tagline of our channel is, Maitri is a space where we talk anything and everything about women's health. So that's how every video starts. So we talk about anything and everything. We wanted it to be a safe place, non-judgmental space, but at the same time, scientific, evidence-based, latest. And that's how recently we got validated by WHO as the member of their FIDES community. So FIDES community is a community which WHO believes is that they are, authentic and credible information. So that was something which was very, very special. And I had no connection in WHO. One fine day, we just get an email from WHO. And I was shocked. And I actually told my team, ye fake email to nahi hai. How would a WHO reach out to us? And then we found out, oh, this is actually a credible email. And we replied and they said, no, we want you to be part of the FIDES network. So it was great sharing the stage with so many people across the world to be part of WHO. So it was great. So in all, Maitri is now doing well. For all of you who do not know, please do watch that. I mean, you will find some amazing information on your periods, on PCOS, on endometriosis, for your mothers, maybe on menopause, for general wellness, vaginal health, safe sex, contraception, you name it. We talk about that in a very, very non-judgmental way. So that's how we made.
Since we're talking about all the issues that you keep educating others, what are the 3-4 most common reasons why people come to consult you nowadays? And has that changed over the... No,
as a doctor.
Yeah, as a doctor. And has it changed over time? Like,
yes, absolutely. In fact, I tell this to people and I tell this to my juniors also. I'm a postgraduate teacher, and so I do a lot of teachings also. The kind of gynecology I studied
Yeah.
34 years back. I passed my post-graduation in 1991. It is so very different today what we see in medical practice. I mean, things like PCOD, it was just written as a small, 1 or 2 page thing in our textbooks those times. And today I'm writing a complete book on PCOS. It will be out next year. So PCOS today, 1 in every 3 to 5 women are suffering from some kind of manifestations of PCOS. It's a lifestyle problem. Then we have things like endometriosis. They were hardly ever seen earlier. These are modern day illnesses.
What's endometriosis?
Okay. So endometriosis might sound like a high-tech technical name.
Yeah.
But endometriosis is a condition where the tissue which is normally present inside the uterus, which bleeds every month. So medically we call this as endometrium.
Yeah.
Now that endometrium is present outside the uterus also. So the way the inner lining of the uterus bleeds and comes out,
Yeah.
the endometrium which is present outside the uterus, most commonly on the surface of ovaries, also bleeds. But now that blood cannot come out. So there is every month a collection of blood inside which leads to pain, inflammation, scarring, leads to heavy periods, painful periods. Later on, it can lead to distortion of the pelvic anatomy because everything gets glued to each other. सब कुछ एक दूसरे के साथ चिपक जाता है. So women are finding it difficult to conceive, but the pain is the biggest problem. So to all those who are listening, or maybe if you could tell this to others, pain during periods is not normal. One of the times, if you just have pain a little bit, you take a Meftal or whatever, but in case all 3-4 days you need to pop in a painkiller, it's very, very important to consult a proper doctor and see what needs to be done for that. So in fact, in our hospital also this month, we are launching a campaign called Painful Periods Are Not Normal.
Understood.
By the way, this month is an endometriosis month, which is, so March, the world over is celebrated as the endometriosis month.
And one thing, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're talking about PCOS and PCOD.
Yeah.
I think, can we just give a brief about what it is before you explain how it can be reversed and all?
So, as the name suggests, PCO, polycystic ovary, or polycystic ovarian disease, or polycystic ovarian syndrome. By the way, ये सारी एक ही चीज़ है. So if somebody says, oh, you have PCO, oh, you have PCOD, oh, I have PCOS, सब same ही है, ठीक है? So ये बड़े लोगों की बड़ी बीमारी है. It is something which was never seen in many, many years back. Our grandmoms never suffered from this. I never suffered from this. So, but this means that in last 20, 30 years, something has happened in our lifestyles because of which this is happening. So by the way, PC or PCOD, it has got by and large nothing much to do with the ovaries.
Okay.
Nowadays we say it is actually a symptom of a bigger problem happening inside, which is known as insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome. So these are the people who are more likely to be overweight. They have what is known as a truncal obesity. They tend to get more fat in this area. They are more likely to have type 2 diabetes, hypertension, sleep disorders. So don't just think PCOD खाली ovary की problem है. ये आपकी body की problem है. The same reason which causes gestational diabetes, this is the same reason which causes PCOD. So nowadays we have medical evidence which is emerging, which is saying that PCOD cannot be treated by giving a birth control pill. That's the wrong way of treating a PCOD. We need to be teaching our girls how to follow a healthy lifestyle. Because if you do that, in all probability, PCOD will get reversed. When people ask me, क्या PCOD ठीक हो सकता है? बिल्कुल हो सकता है. बिल्कुल हो सकता है. But most of the people do not know how to handle this. And most of the time, people are not really motivated to do the right things. I have seen this in my OPD also. आधा घंटा सबको समझाने के बाद तो बोले नहीं नहीं आप कुछ दवाई दे दो. If I tell them कि रोज जाके आपको एक्सरसाइज करना है, टाइम से सोना है, टाइम से जागना है, नहीं नहीं आप दवाई दे दो. So somehow remember, you also have to own up the responsibility of keeping yourself healthy. सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डॉक्टर की तो नहीं होनी चाहिए ना कि आप आए 10 मिनट में डॉक्टर कोई भी मैजिक पिल दे देगा और सब ठीक हो जाएगा. सो रिमेंबर यू आर द बेस्ट पर्सन टू ट्रीट योरसेल्फ. Remember, human body was designed to be healthy. In case we are not healthy, that means we've really messed it up somewhere.
So I was reading somewhere that there is a axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, ovarian system, and everything is connected. And I also read, I think, Dr. Pal, the gut doctor, he keeps saying everything starts in gut.
Absolutely.
So is this all related, like PCOS,
Absolutely,
hypothalamus,
absolutely.
pituitary?
Nowadays, we have got so much of new scientific evidence coming up. Whatever we studied 30 years back, now we have so much new emerging scientific evidence. Of course, HPO axis existed that time also.
PCOS did not.
PCOS did not. So I tell people that if you want to cure your PCOS, you need to do 3 things. How many of you have PCOS? Can I have a raise of hands? बस किसी ने छोटा छोटा हाथ उठाया. थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठा दो. There's nobody's going to judge anything.
Maybe you should explain what exactly is PCOS. How does it manifest itself? Like
Yeah.
what are the symptoms maybe?
So, like I said, PCOS typically causes irregular periods, weight gain, inability to lose weight despite your best of efforts, lot of androgenic symptoms, male pattern symptoms in the body. So you get cystic acne hair, you get a lot of hair growth hair, you get scalp hair fall. So in men, what happens? They have more hair on the body and less hair on the head. So the same kind of thing starts to happen in a woman, that they start losing hair from the scalp and they start to develop more hair on the body. And of course, if it is untreated, it can lead to difficulty in conceiving a baby and later on even things like endometrial cancers. So,
But this question pe I think lot more hands will raise now. If you ask how many people have acne or hair loss, I think lot more hands will raise.
So many times, even when you get an ultrasound done in a PCOD patient, also your ultrasound could be normal. So when people come and tell me, oh ma'am, मेरा तो ultrasound बिल्कुल ठीक है, ऐसे उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. There are a lot of other things also which we look. But anyhow, the point which I'm trying to make is, in case you're suffering from irregular periods, if you're struggling with weight issues, that despite your best efforts, you're not able to lose weight, in case you have unexplained acne, unexplained hair on your body, it's time that please go to the doctor, get yourself examined, and whatever diagnosis the doctor makes, from there on we can take it further.
And you said 3 things can help reverse.
Yeah. So this might not agree with many of people. I always say that learn to eat like poor. So just think of it. Poor people never diet. Have you ever seen your maid saying कि मैं dieting पे हूँ? वो दिल खोल के खाती है ना? मोटी मोटी रोटी खाएगी, मोटे मोटे चावल खाएगी, आलू की सब्जी खाएगी, लेकिन उसे PCOS नहीं है. और यहाँ पे PCOS है. We villainize gluten खा लो, ये नहीं खाना, वो नहीं खाना. If it was like this, we all have been raised on a diet of parathas and roti and dal and sabji. I never had PCOS. Why today people are having this? So learn to eat, number 1, like poor. What do poor people do not eat? Processed and packaged food. What time do they eat? Before the last light. Because उनकी ज़िंदगी में ना Instagram है, ना Netflix है, ना Facebook है, कुछ भी नहीं है. They have nothing to do after 7 o'clock they sleep. Right? They have no Swiggy, no Zomato, so they eat only ghar ka khana, basic things what nature has moved, and they eat heartily. They eat with a lot of gratitude in their heart. This is what you are supposed to do. Never eat food like a punishment. Never feel guilty after eating, oh, I had a pizza or a burger and now I have to feel, oh, I have to hit the gym. पहले ठीक से खा लो. Secondly, learn to move your body the way poor people do. So people say, oh, I went to the gym, half an hour I did this, I went to a yoga class, बस हो गया. उसके बाद फिर सारा टाइम आके सिस्टम पे बैठ गए और उसके बाद बिल्कुल भी नहीं हिले. What does a poor person do? Does she go to a gym? Does she go for a yoga class? Does she go for a fancy Pilates class? No. What does she do? She moves her body throughout the day. So today we have a concept called NEPA. So NEPA stands for non-exercise physical activity. And today's research says that it is important to have NEPA in your day-to-day activity more than just 1 hour of gymming or whatever. That's what your nani did. That's what your dadi did. That's what probably I did. We never had any car in our house. We used to walk up to the bus stand and work the whole day in the hospital. So we did what is known as NEPA. So even for you people, when you are sitting here in your office, sitting in front of the system, every 5 minutes, get up, take a fast 5-minute sprint, and again come back on your system and do the work. So make sure, Bala, ye 5 minutes break deni padegi aapko after this. It's important.
No, वो तो करते रहते हैं.
करते रहते हैं ना?
Smoking break तो होता है.
नहीं, स्मोकिंग ब्रेक नहीं करना है. हर 5 मिनट जाके ब्रीफ स्प्रिंट लगानी है कहीं पे भी जाके, ठीक है. उसके बाद वापस आके अपने सिस्टम पे काम करना है. दिस विल टेक केयर ऑफ NEPA. Remember this new word. For those of you who are interested, you can actually go and read about this. And the third most important thing is learn to sleep like poor. कैसे बोलते हैं? घोड़े बेच के सोते, right? So sleep deprivation is one of the important reasons for PCOD in all metabolic syndrome. So you need 6 to 8 hours of minimal, peaceful, uninterrupted sleep according to circadian rhythm. What is circadian rhythm? Day and night rhythm. So when people tell me, Mom, I sleep at 3 o'clock and I get up at 10 o'clock, is that okay? Absolutely not okay. So in our body, in our HPO axis, we have what is known as cortisol and melatonin cycle. I mean, these are little technical things. Anybody who's interested can read about this on the internet. So जब आप रात होती है तो आपकी बॉडी मेलेटोनिन बढ़ाती है और आपका कॉर्टिसोल कम होता है. जब आप सुबह उठते हो तो आपका इमीडिएटली कॉर्टिसोल बढ़ जाता है, मेलेटोनिन कम हो जाता है. दैट्स हाउ यू डोंट feel sleepy in the morning. You immediately get up, ready to totally charged up for the day's work. Now, melatonin is something which is very important for the health of the ovaries. So, जब आप रात को 9 बजे आपकी बॉडी में melatonin rise हो रहा है, आप सोते नहीं हो. You're sitting in front of the computer, watching some unproductive scrolling or whatever. Your cortisol goes up, your melatonin comes down. It directly affects your ovaries, directly. So I'm not saying that you should not be sitting in front of the computer. Today we are in a world where everything has to be done in front of the system, but any unproductive scrolling, remember, it's actually unproductive. So जब आपका काम हो गया, अब वो system को छोड़ दो आप. You want to read a book? Great. You want to listen to music? Great. You want to chat with your family? Great. You want to go for a walk? Great. Yeah. But any unproductive spending time on the system is something which all of us have to learn to avoid. Make sure that you make your sleep the priority. And I can guarantee if you do these 3 things, which means only eating like poor, eating heartily, only ghar ka khana, including NEPA in your life, and making sure that you sleep adequately through, in that 24 hours thing, 80% of the PCOS patients get well. Medicines are reserved only as someone who's having heavy bleeding, somebody who's struggling to conceive, or some certain, proper medical reasons. And always remember, God had made us healthy. You would never ever see an obese animal in a jungle. किसी ने देखा कुत्ता, बिल्ली, गाय, भैंस मोटा हो गया जंगल में? होता है कभी ऐसे? कभी भी नहीं. Because they eat when they are hungry. They eat from the nature. They never eat beyond the last light. They are always physically active. And they don't have Netflix and Instagram, so they sleep by the last light. That's why they are never overweight. So weight is not a difficult problem, provided you take care of these 3 things. And similarly, all metabolic syndrome problems, PCOS, diabetes, everything can be handled this way.
So when you're saying about obesity, right, it's still PCOS can manifest in people who are not obese also. I think that
Absolutely.
the term is TOFI or something.
Lean PCOS.
Lean PCOS.
Lean PCOS, and it is known as TOFI. TOFI is thin outside, fat inside. So बाहर से तो आप पतले लगते हो, लेकिन अंदर we have what is known as a visceral fat. So visceral fat is the fat which is there on the outside of the intestines. When we operate a patient, we can see that, right? So when you have insulin resistance, body tends to store fat at the wrong places. Visceral fat is one. And the worst is thin people are the worst offenders.
Yeah.
लोग सोचते हैं मैं तो सब खा सकती हूँ क्योंकि मैं तो पतली हूँ. So even thin people have to be vigilant about what they eat. And always remember, it's very, very simple. As long as you're eating natural food, as long as you're eating heartily, पेट भर के खाना खाते हो, खुश होके खाना खाते हो, you move your body, you sleep well, you are happy, everything will fall in place.
And on insulin resistance, does it actually help you reduce your carb intake in your diet? Because I see a lot of people, they say that they're on dieting, they'll stop eating roti, they'll stop eating rice.
So आज के बाद please ऐसी dieting नहीं करना, ठीक है? So dieting कैसे करनी है? घर का खाना बिल्कुल खाना है. Please get your food from home and eat that. क्या नहीं खाना है? हाँ बोलो बोलो, कोई खड़ा होके बताओ मुझे. Processed, packaged food. Once in a while, कभी कभी यहाँ पार्टी हो तो जरूर खा लेना. Otherwise, Bala is going to get after me. क्या सिखा के गए हो मेरे लोगों को today? But by and large, no processed and packaged food. And remember, it comes in so many forms which you do not even realize. I mean, even having a tomato ketchup, cold drink, juices. Remember, anything which is coming in any kind of a packaging is benefiting the company who's making it, not you.
So
what does GNC make? I will be debarred from this next time.
No, we actually do natural supplementation. We make melatonin.
Very good. But melatonin, बताओ ना, normally body में अपने आप ही बनता है.
तो जिनका कम बनता है वो तो ले सकते हैं.
कम क्यों बन रहा है वो भी तो बताओ ना.
पता नहीं अब.
Anyway, so yes, definitely there are reasons when we have to give melatonin supplements. Also, people who are suffering from bad PCOS, of course, our medicines also include melatonin. So make sure that you don't have to reach a stage where you are dependent on taking a supplement or some kind of a medication. And always remember, we were born to be healthy.
So one of the things, since you're asking about GNC, and it's a fitness and wellness company at the end of the day. And I have a chance to speak with a lot of our women customers. And one of the things I keep hearing is about their exercise patterns. They always end up saying, oh, weight training is not for us, it's for men, it's for getting bulky, we'll do only walking, we'll only do cardio. Is that the right approach?
No. So we all must do strength training. Even a young woman or middle-aged woman, people of my age, older women, everyone, we must do strength training. And unfortunately, in today's world, we are bound to our desks and the lab, the systems and everything. So our day-to-day, NEPA, which I was talking about, we don't have much time to include NEPA in our lives. So we need to make that separate effort, and everyone must do strength training. Of course, 3 to 4 times a week is fine. It doesn't make you bulky at all. And every woman, another thing, I don't know if you know this, that after the age of 30 years, a woman starts to lose her muscle mass exponentially. This is known as sarcopenia. So after that, you need to learn to maintain that muscle mass. And remember, if you do not use it, you lose it. So you have to use your muscles in order to not lose it.
I think maybe we should explain it why women are mostly deficient, or you're seeing higher case of deficiency of iron and calcium, and what are the maybe the prognosis of those things. How are they metamorphosizing?
It's so strange, Bala. We are overfed.
Okay.
But we are deficient. We are overfed with wrong things. Like I said, if you eat simple basic things, they would give you much better nutrition. But of course, today we are living in a world where sometimes few things may not be possible. So if you are experiencing any symptoms, it's very, very important. Go to the doctor, get yourselves checked. Nowadays, most of the labs are offering discounted packages for your lab test. So please get them done. And in case you find yourself being deficient on any of the important supplements, please consult a doctor so that we can prescribe you whatever needs to be done. Anemia is a different thing from osteoporosis. Anemia is when the hemoglobin is less in the body. I recently, I think just about 2 days, I'm remembering, she was a VP in one of the corporates. She was 6 months pregnant, and I did her hemoglobin, and it came as 6 grams, and I was fine. Now, this is a woman who's well educated. She definitely is not short with money. She definitely must be taking care. But still, why is she deficient? She's pregnant. She's not even losing blood. Yeah. One of the commonest causes of anemia is heavy periods. But in pregnancy, even that is not there. So why is she anemic?
Yeah.
But it comes to that, कि सुबह मैं आती हूँ तो फटाफट मैं I grab a sandwich and I take a cup of coffee. In the office, I just eat whatever is displayed there. In the night, I eat whatever my maid has made.
Yeah.
So obviously, आपका hemoglobin तो 6 gram पे आ ही जाएगा. So please remember that these are very simple things, simple, careful planning of your meals, simple things. You don't need anything fancy to be healthy.
So one thing, I'll just digress slightly, and this is about how the deliveries nowadays, there's an increasing incidence of C-sections. Is that normal? Are we saying NVDs or normal vaginal deliveries, we can't go back to olden days?
नहीं मैं अभी भी एक डिलीवरी करके आई हूँ भाई ऐसे नहीं बोलो it's like so there has been a paradigm shift. So when we were taught that for a healthy outcome the cesarean rates should not be more than 10 to 15%, which is about 85% should deliver normally. Then in a tertiary center, like medical colleges or medical hospitals or hospitals which are dealing with referred complicated patients, there also the WHO says that the cesarean rates should not be more than 30 to 35%, which means at least 50% women should deliver normally. But today, the trend, I would say, unfortunately, we are reaching where the cesarean rates could go up to 70%. Now, as a society, we have changed. I'll tell you a very interesting study which one of my postgraduate students did. So when I was heading the Department of Gynecology at Artemis Hospitals, I had a lot of postgraduate students under me. And one of my students' thesis topic was this: to study the fetal head engagement patterns in primary gravida in city of Gurgaon. So primary gravida क्या होता है? जिसका first pregnancy होता है. So we sampled 500 women and we studied when does the head goes down. Now the book says by 37 weeks the head should be down. In 90% patients, till term, till their delivery, the head was up. Now what does it mean? That as women, we have become totally physically inactive. If your head is free-floating, how does the poor doctor deliver you? And I tell this to patient right in the first meeting, कि आपकी normal delivery की जिम्मेवारी आपकी है, quote and unquote. अगर आपका बच्चा नीचे से आ रहा हो गया तो हम बंद थोड़ी कर देंगे कि नहीं हम निकालेंगे नहीं. लेकिन अगर आपका बच्चा नीचे नहीं आता है, then who is responsible?
Yeah.
For 9 months, you probably not done anything. फिर लोग दबा के खाते हैं, माँ भी मोटी हो जाती है, बच्चा भी मोटा हो जाता है. उसके बाद हम जरा भी दर्द नहीं बर्दाश्त करना, वो घुसते बाद में मैम मुझे दर्द नहीं होना चाहिए। द हस्बैंड इज सेइंग नहीं ये नहीं झुको, वो नहीं झुको, ये भी खा लो, वो भी खा लो। आई मीन वी हैव मेड प्रेगनेंसी एज अ डिजीज। दिस वाज नॉट सपोज्ड टू बी लाइक दिस। हाउ डिड hunter gatherers deliver their babies? They were all the time, once again, having a lot of nipa in their life, eating simple things, basic things. They were not worried about the pain. I mean, today if you ask a maid कि आपको दर्द हुआ था delivery में, she'll say हाँ थोड़ा बहुत हुआ था. And if you ask your friend, she'll say oh I had to take epidural, I had to do water birthing, I had to do this that, फिर जाके हुआ, right? So, somewhere, it is not my problem as a doctor. It is your problem in the first place. What did you do all 9 months? What did you do before that? Yeah. And मैं सबको बोलती हूँ, आपका ना लेबर रूम में पूरी चिट्ठा बिट्ठा खुल जाता है, आपने अपने साथ जिंदगी में क्या किया है. So, please convey this information to whosoever is pregnant कि आपकी डिलीवरी की जिम्मेवारी ना आपकी है. Of course, there are medical reasons also. Somebody is having placenta, somebody is having a big baby or breech baby. वो तो पहले भी होता था, अब क्यों होता है? Today, you would be surprised that WHO has legalized what is known as cesarean section on demand. 50% cesareans in our hospital come into this category. Cesarean section on demand.
What is it called? मुहूर्त birth or something?
मुहूर्त है और वैसे भी नहीं, मुझे दर्द नहीं होना चाहिए. Then क्या करेगा बेचारा डॉक्टर? इट्स बेचारा हो जाता है डॉक्टर. So it's so strange that you know if you want something, लोग बोल नहीं मेरी ना डिलीवरी नॉर्मल होनी चाहिए. भाई आप क्या कर रहे हो उसके लिए? पहले ये भी तो बताओ. So it has to be a partnership between a doctor and the patient. And if you are ready to take the responsibility of your own health in your hands, we are here for you.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, we have, you know, one of the best systems. We have doctors all 24 hours आपके साथ होते हैं. लेकिन आपको भी तो कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना. ऐसे थोड़ी सारी responsibility डॉक्टर की थोड़ी होती है.
I think I'll just conclude before opening up to the floor for questions, the last question. And this is something that my team keeps talking to me about. So if you see typically in the space that is now opening up, there's a lot more openness in conversations about male sexual wellness problems. Can be an erectile dysfunction, can be a loss of libido and all. But I don't see a lot of conversations, especially towards the women's side. And also, is that normal, or is that an undercurrent, or is that ki it's all hunky-dory, we don't need to worry about, or is there a need for space?
Hunky-dory to kabhi bhi nahi hota. It's, we know in the OPDs when people come and talk, and so the problems are there. But fortunately, things are changing. People are talking, the narratives are changing. In fact, Maitri was one initiative where we encouraged people to talk. We talk about safe sex, we could talk about we talk about contraception, we talk about vaginismus, we talk about erectile dysfunction in a very, very methodical, very scientific manner. This is not something to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
This is something wherein you need to talk to the doctor like any other illness. And most of the times, the solutions do exist. ये तो हो गया ना, जब तक आप डॉक्टर के पास, जब तक if you don't seek the treatment, how will you get the treatment? So it's time that we start opening up, we start talking, and the journey will start from there.
Yeah, but what are the typical issues that you see? Is there similar sort of stuff, loss of libido or?
Loss of libido, erectile dysfunction, vaginismus. Vaginismus is a very big problem where women are not able to consummate their marriage.
Okay.
It's, you know, the mind is so, you know, it just contracts the muscles around the vagina, so the penetration doesn't happen. Now, these are all mind-body things, and somewhere stress of the society is to be blamed for this. And but yeah, things are opening up, people are coming and seeking treatment. So that's a positive change.
Understood. We'll open up the questions if
yes, please.
There's anyone who wants to ask anything. Yeah, Chesta.
I would just request that whatever questions you're asking, please ask. Don't know personal questions like कि मेरी ये report है, मेरा ये है. Please ask questions which would benefit others also.
So I have heard a lot on social media and बहुत सारे लोगों से भी ऐसे बात होती रहती है, तो बोलते हैं कि that taking supplements leads to major hormonal changes in women's bodies. तो is it true, like कैसे वो change होता है, and क्या मतलब affect होता है supplements का?
No. Please don't blame anything for your hormonal imbalances. You know, लोग मेरे से पूछते हैं, ओ मेरे ना hormones imbalance हो गए. भाई क्यों हो गया ये तो पहले बताओ ना. अ यंग गर्ल कमिंग PCOS हो रहा नहीं मेरे ना हार्मोन्स इम्बैलेंस है. प्रेगनेंसी मुझे मूड स्विंग्स हो रहा है, मेरे हार्मोन इम्बैलेंस है. मेनोपॉज में मेरे हार्मोन्स इम्बैलेंस, सबके ही हार्मोन इम्बैलेंस हो गए. दिस इज नॉट ट्रू. प्लीज, नीदर द सप्लीमेंट इज टू बी ब्लेम्ड or not anything. Hormones get balanced only by these three things: bad diet, loss of lack of exercise, bad sleep, and lot of stress. Good supplements will help you. You should know when to take supplements, what to take. Of course, if you have a problem, go to the doctor, get yourself investigated. And then, of course, you work in a company which deals with the supplements, so take the right supplements. And supplements are never the cause of hormonal imbalance.
Okay. Can you please tell me कि like ऐसे कौन से major supplements हैं जो women को लेने ही चाहिए, like early 30s या फिर mid 20s से? Like, is there any specific supplement like calcium or multivitamins or something?
So for a young woman, I say, very honestly speaking,
No, please, no filter, madam.
none. Right? But when you are struggling with a medical condition like PCOS, then of course there are certain supplements which we ask, like vitamin B, all group of vitamin B. Then, of course, chromium, zinc, magnesium, melatonin, berberine. These are things which work for PCOS. Then for someone who has menopause, of course, there the list is big, that they should be taking calcium, vitamin D, magnesium. Vitamin D is something which today everyone should take, like young and old, because today as a population, we are not exposed to sunlight at all. So I'm sure if you all get your vitamin D levels tested, it will come low. So we all need to take vitamin D supplementation. But if you're a vegetarian, you should be taking vitamin B12 supplements. If you're anemic, you should get your serum iron studies done, folic acid done. So I believe that general supplements are not a very good idea. Like, you know, when people say, oh, I pop in a multivitamin pill, then I ask कि भाई ऐसे कैसे कि आप में सब कुछ ही deficient हो गया, that you need one pill to correct every damn thing. So the best thing according to me is that get yourself investigated. Whatever thing is less, please take that specific supplement rather than just popping one random multivitamin pill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I wanted to ask कि how is endometriosis diagnosed, और ये unhealthy lifestyle के कारण होता है या is it genetic या like पहले से ही होता है?
Okay, so in case you are suffering from painful periods, let's start from there. It's important that you go to a doctor. Now the doctor will ask your history. There are certain things which we find in a history which indicate that you could be suffering from endometriosis. Then we get an ultrasound done. Sometimes that can show us some cysts in the ovary. And there are certain markers, blood markers also, which we do, which can tell us if you could be having endometriosis. So, and many times if it is still not diagnosed, we do a laparoscopy to see if there are, you know, any endometriotic lesions inside. But the first thing is, do not please ignore a painful period.
Hi. So a lot of times I have been in conversation with my friends who've been telling me that while they keep working out, they are able to maintain a certain weight. But as soon as they leave it, maybe let's say for a month or so, they again start like gaining weight rapidly. So why does that happen? Is it also associated with PCOD or PCOS as you mentioned?
It's common sense, dear. If you do not work out, if you eat bad food, everyone will gain weight. Like I said, what happened when people ask me कि क्या मुझे ये जिंदगी भर follow करना है? I said, हाँ भाई जिंदगी भर follow करना है. What's wrong in saying that I have to eat healthy? What's wrong in saying that I should be physically active throughout my life? What's wrong? Just again think of an animal in a jungle. When somebody is overweight, let's say the person is eating healthy and exercising, the person loses weight. PCOS भी ठीक हो जाता है. उसके बाद again you go back to the bad lifestyle, will come back again. Because as a body, we are not designed to be like this.
Right. Okay, thank you. Hi everyone. So ma'am, I have a very specific question that, and it has, so I haven't really received a very accurate or a one-stop answer for this. There are a lot of autoimmune disorders in the body, especially, you know, hypothyroidism or similar. And I've received different responses from different doctors for that matter. Some of them probably say that, you know, it's just the autoimmune response from the body that, you know, your TSH or your T3 or T4, it's, you know, probably attacking its own cells, and it is reversible with the right lifestyle, with the right diet. But then, you know, there are a couple of doctors, because, you know, I personally have also consulted with a lot of them, and some of them say that, you know, once it has been diagnosed, you'll probably have to take a Thyronorm for the rest of your lives, and it is not possible to reverse an autoimmune thyroid disorder. So what's your take, and is it actually reversible?
So it's a very different thing altogether. Let's talk about why autoimmune diseases today are on rise. Like we spoke about PCOS, endometriosis, autoimmune diseases, including hypothyroidism, including psoriasis, including rheumatoid arthritis. All these are on rise. Why is it? The body is attacking its own cells. Common sense. Why? Think of it. Whatever I've told you now. Why? The body is out to destroy itself. Why? Because we are feeding the body with the wrong kind of things. We are putting so much of stress. I'll give you another example. When you go into a stress, your cortisol levels go up. Now, cortisol is something which is anti-inflammatory. Right? Now, suddenly, body mein itna zyada, you know, when you have more of cortisol, everything which was kept under control by that goes out of balance. The body starts to make those TNF cells, interleukin, and these are all chemical markers of autoimmune diseases in the body. Even simple things like lot of stress and lack of sleep can increase your thyroid. I mean, you see it yourselves. Anybody who's on a thyroid medication, the month you're totally stressed, you're not sleeping, your thyroid markers will go out of control. What is a thyroid medication? It's not a treatment medicine. It's not a curative medicine. It is just a replacement medicine. आपकी thyroid T3, T4 नहीं बना रही है, हम बाहर से दे रहे हैं. जिस दिन आपकी thyroid बनाना शुरू हो जाएगी, आपको बाहर से जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. So when people say, do I have to take this medicine throughout? Because your thyroid is not making that hormone. Till the time your thyroid starts to function on its own, you will continue to need this medication. At nowhere, the doctor is promising that this medicine will cure you. There's no cure for any kind of autoimmune diseases. But we need to understand, today there's so much of science which is emerging on the pathogenesis of autoimmune diseases. With the right lifestyle, it is possible to reverse. But अगर आपने 20 साल तक wrong lifestyle किया, आप 20 दिन भी नहीं wait कर सकते कि मेरी thyroid कैसे नहीं ठीक हुई. Probably you will have to work at least 20 months to see the benefit. You know, people come and tell me, oh, मैंने मैम ने exercise किया, 1 महीने में मेरा weight नहीं कम हुआ, तो मैंने छोड़ दिया. So you have to exercise and eat healthy, not because of attaining a particular number on a scale. You need to do it because you want to achieve better health. Who can get क्या नुकसान हो सकता है एक्सरसाइज करने से, बताइए? कुछ भी नहीं. You will feel happier, your body will come down, your muscles will become stronger, everything will be better. But nobody has time to wait. जो 20 साल तक आपने गलत किया, and you want everything to be done in 20 days or 20 months. So you need to put that sustained effort.
Yeah.
And no, it's very, very important. And I've personally experienced this. it's very, very important to be looking after yourself.
Actually, on this note, Dr. Anjali, I have a small complaint. You're saying to all the people here, don't take stress, don't take stress. अब से ना, if I have a conversation with my team members, my team will come and tell me, बाला आप मेरे को stress दे रहे हो.
नहीं देखो, stress तो सबको होता है. What is stress? Now, stress is something which makes you spring out of bed in the morning. अगर stress ही नहीं होगा, हम लेटे रहेंगे, office ही नहीं जाना, है ना? Stress नहीं होगा, stress तो होना चाहिए. Stress is good, but when the stress crosses a particular limit, that's when problems happen. And like I tell people, you know, हमसे ज़्यादा क्या stress होगा यार? हम लोग तो like day in day out we deal with that. But then you need to find your own ways of tackling that stress, whether it could be reading a book, singing a song, going for a dance class, going for a yoga class, whatever. 1 hour अपने लिए, you know, आजकल लोग बोलते हैं me time. कुछ तो रखो भाई.
No, on that I have a very funny thing to say. I tell my team sometimes also कि मैं stress नहीं देता हूँ, मैं pressure देता हूँ. Pressure creates diamonds, stress leads to fractures. So I think Geetika.
Audible?
Yeah.
Slightly controversial given the crowd, and I'm probably also guilty to it, but does alcohol get processed differently for women? Because lifestyle drinking is pretty much on the rise. I mean, it's pretty common now, right? And it's not just a glass of wine over a Saturday or a Sunday, but it's probably more than once, right? And there's this huge debate in my house, for example, that men process it differently and women bodies are not designed to. And I keep obviously, you know, reading about it, but just wanted to understand what's the scientific
I don't think so that there's
around.
much difference in how men and women process, probably because we have a smaller size liver slightly, but it cannot really make a lot of difference. But what is the answer you're looking for?
So my question is that does it impact women's health, specifically the gynecological health adversely?
It impacts everybody's health. Everybody.
Even small
But
amounts.
I want an honest answer here. Whosoever drinks lifestyle in a party, why do they do so? Do they enjoy, or do they drink because they want to be part of the crowd? Honest answers, please.
That's why I said it's
Honest
super
answers.
controversial.
Do they do it to look cool with a glass of wine, or do you really like that drink?
Really like.
Honest नहीं है. Honest नहीं है. Honest नहीं है. 90%, I've interviewed many people as a part of Maitri's project, do so because they want to feel
Part
of the crowd. They want to look cool with a glass of wine in their hand. So in fact, there has been a recent study by Lancet. Lancet is one of the reputed journals, which says in times to come, we'll have a statutory warning on every bottle saying that it is injurious to health, like a cigarette packet. So you take your own pick, take your own call.
Got it.
I think one thing at some level I don't envy your jobs at all, because पहले वो Google था. So Google, everyone used to study Google and come कि madam Google में ये बता रहा है. Google is saying that this should be the prognosis or
So
diagnosis.
wine is not good for heart. It's a marketing trick by the winemaking companies. Everybody knows this, and if they don't, please go onto Google and search.
Now there
Wine
is
is no longer good for heart. It was never good for heart.
now there's something more. There's ChatGPT. There's AI now. How do you see that whole AI thing happening?
So, see, we cannot escape AI. And AI has made the lives so easy also with internet and everything. It has, I mean, there's no doubt that it has made our lives much easier. But then comes along with it the responsibility to use it the right way.
Yeah.
Right? So I was telling you, next 2 days on International Women's Day, we at Maitri, we are launching our first AI-powered chatbot. It's called Aisha. So please go and check it out. And it's called AI, stands for AI. Isha is goddess of knowledge. So we named it Aisha. Now there we are very careful that where is it taking the information from. So 90% of that information comes from my videos and the content which we've generated at Maitri. So that I'm very clear about.
Yeah.
That it is absolutely the right content. And then my tech team knows that RCOG and WHO and Mayo's Clinic, only those are the sites which can be trusted to give answers on those AI. So we need to be careful कि ChatGPT से जब आप search कर रहे हो, nowadays I think ChatGPT also gives the source also, ना?
Yeah, yeah.
है ना?
It does.
So be careful and always, Google or search those sites which are credible sites. And I'm sure as educated people, we know this.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for spending all the time here.
Thank you.
I hope I hope we were warm hosts.
I'm just wondering whether I might be debarred from entering GNC next time.
No, not at all.
Not
at all.
My patients also tell me I'm very straight, cut to the point, and I don't mince words, and that's how I am. So please bear with me, and I hope I made some difference to your understanding of simple things, and I would be always very happy if you invite me ever to your company, and otherwise you can find me on all my 3 videos. You can find me at the hospital. I spend more time in the hospital than my home. And I work in an amazing hospital. I'm not saying just because I work there. I mean, you've been part of that organization. It's an amazing place to be, and if at all there is something which you feel that we can help you, you're most welcome to come to our hospital. And
absolutely, guys. That's the best hospital in Gurgaon.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Dr.
Thank you, Bala, and thank you all the lovely ladies and all the handsome men behind. Thank you.